Hello everyone, and welcome back to Soul Truth 1111 1111. I hope you all are doing well. I felt to get on and do a video just out of love. I just felt inspired, and I had some free time, and I just wanted to do that. This overall reading is for the Divine Masculine and Feminine Collective as a whole. I asked the Divine, the Universe, to give me cards for direction for current energies. So please take each card as they resonate. But these cards are for direction and love, inspiration, guidance, and anything else that may be needed at this time. I just wanted to give some love back to you guys. I know this journey is hard, and sometimes we can feel that, you know, it's going nowhere, or we've, you know, put in so much effort, and we just need to be uplifted and strengthened, and I felt to just share some love and guidance. So that's what I'm on for. I'm going to call this a Rumi love reading, guidance and love reading, and I hope you all enjoy it. I will be reading a couple of cards here, but this reading will not go so long because it's for, like I said, the masculine and feminine divine collective. So take each card as they resonate, please. The first card I'm getting, and I'm not reading most of these cards. I'm channeling what I'm getting from Spirit. Is firm foundation. Okay. What I feel right now that is happening in the collective with the divine feminines and masculines is Spirit is getting both the divine masculine and feminines ready, working on their firm foundation. Okay, being grounded within themselves, unmovable, unshakable, grounded in unconditional love with this firm foundation, not wavering, having faith no matter what it looks like or feels like. Okay, some of us are still having struggles mentally with between our heart and our mind, or we may look at what the masculine or feminine may be doing and not including us, or you know, maybe they're communicating to this person or that person, but they're not to us, or maybe they're looking at our channels or whatever we're doing, or social media, but they're not reaching out. You know, just this is allowing the divine to do his divine work, the universe to do the divine work, and basically taking our hands off of it and working on ourselves to be a firm foundation within ourselves. Okay, becoming that, and many of us are already, and so this is an encouragement to keep doing that. I know some of us may have just started. Keep doing that. Work on that firm foundation within you, because that ultimately leads to union, okay, with your divine masculine or feminine. We're doing a lot of healing, okay, so deal with the shadow side. When things come up that we think we may be healed from, or seem to be from the past, or let's say our divine counterpart blocked us in some way, and we feel like, how can this person love us if they close us out of their life? You know, a lot of things can really wound us deeply, So this can even stem from childhood. So allow, you know, even if it's not the dark night of the soul, like I said in one of my other videos, Spirit is really bringing up, I don't want to say minor things, because anything that we have to heal from is never minor. They all are essential and very important to our healing and guiding us to union. But just continue. I'm encouraging you to continue to cry and purge those things and allow yourself to heal. Okay? Allow yourself to look at these things emotionally and grow from them. Okay? So that you can reach this firm foundation. Because without facing your shadow side, you cannot come into a firm foundation. Okay? If you stuff the shadow side back down and suppress it, you can't come into this firm foundation, because this stuff will always shake you up again. Okay? So Spirit is saying, deal with those things. Positive, move forward. Spirit is also saying that God sees your progress. Okay? I'm taking these as I'm being told. I'm channeling, I'm hearing, I'm listening to each one of these. And I'm telling you what I'm getting from each one of these, okay, as it comes in. He sees your effort. Keep moving positive towards the light, towards Spirit, towards the universe, towards change, towards knowing more about your journey, knowing more about the twin flame connection, and knowing more about your shadow side, and how, and doing those things that Spirit tells you will help you be a firm foundation. Whether it's stopping doing certain things or starting to do certain things in self-love. Okay? So keep moving in those positive directions. Keep moving forward. Accelerated motion. Okay? What I feel is happening with this is that things are happening rapidly. The divine masculines are starting to really feel emotions rapidly. The divine feminines are really starting to heal rapidly. Like every day, something is coming up or being refreshed or dealt with or healed. Just, as I said, just we're being renewed, okay, into that new foundation, that firm foundation, that's stability, and it's happening fast, okay? So keep your eyes on Spirit and the universe and your intuition, okay? These last cards are 2 8s, and the one before that, the shadow side is an 18, which reduces to 9, which is getting close to completion. So yeah, I just wanted to add that. Okay, choose wisely. Many of us are going through some questions on this journey. May wonder if you know, if it's real, if it's, you know, all in your head. May be discouraged, but make sure that you make wise decisions based, seeking out the divine first. Don't go back to your old patterns or old way of doing things, because everything's becoming new. But there'll be temptations to pull you back into the old. So make sure you choose according to what the divine's telling you. You see these hands are pointing like, choose how you're going to react. These are different reactions. Closed fist, open palm, pointing, blaming. you know, moving in a direction. These are, you know, choices. So make sure you consult the light and the divine and the universe first, because these choices that you make are affecting others. See these two up here, these two birds? These choices that you're making are affecting others involved, and your divine feminine or masculine. So make sure you choose wisely. Okay. Next I have obstacles and challenges. Both the divine masculine and feminine are going through obstacles and challenges right now. The divine masculines some are going through the tower moment now, and some are discovering that they are a twin flame. They are a divine masculine counterpart, and the divine feminines are going through deep-rooted healing and facing their shadow side. So know that the divine is with you, all these lights, to carry you over this challenge. Okay, so be encouraged that that the divine is there to help you, and make sure, you know, watch out for self-sabotage as well, or falling into certain triggers where you already know how to react, or you want to react in love, but your mind wants to self-sabotage basically, because you're tired of waiting, or you're frustrated, or you know, just wrong thoughts may come up which are against your unconditional love. So allow the divine to guide you, okay, and direct you in every decision that you're making, and bring you through these challenging times. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. The next card I'm getting is Seek. I feel that both the divine masculines and feminines are seeking truth right now. They're seeking, if they're not seeking it now, they will be. But this is going within and seeking the truth from the divine, from your intuition, from your soul, from your heart, from your inner being, not just from your head and or the past struggles that you've had during this journey, but really going deep for you know, what do I do now, Spirit? What would you have me do? How would you have me react? How would you have me conduct myself? How would you, you know, where do you want me to work? Where do I go from here, basically? Seeking those answers. What do you want me to do in this divine connection and divine journey? What do you need me to learn? Okay. And then take the lead in doing that. The divine will answer as you seek. The divine will answer you and lead and guide you into those answers. And take the lead in doing that. Follow through with what you've heard from your intuition, from your unconditional love, and your heart and your soul, which never lies to you. You never go wrong by following your intuition and operating in unconditional love, following your true heart. Okay. Many of us are facing our darkest fears right now, or we're stuck in a state of those darkest fears. We need to let this go and face this. Whatever it is, whether it's losing our divine masculine or feminine to someone else, a karmic, or not feeling loved by them, or which is ultimately, we need to feel unconditional love for ourselves and allow them to find that within themselves. And that's when they'll be able to love us unconditionally. And we'll be able to, that will resonate with us. But when we go in our mind, we don't follow our unconditional love and our soul intuition. We go by fear, and we think the worst possible thing, and we dwell on things that have happened in the past, and this keeps us stuck. Okay? Spirit doesn't want us stuck. The universe doesn't like being stuck. The universe is always moving. Everything's always moving. And so face your darkest fears. I gave an analogy a couple of days ago about jumping in the pool, and how the only way to learn how to swim is to jump in the water and dog paddle and actually do it. Even if you're afraid of water, the only way to conquer your fears is to face that fear. So trust the divine, trust the universe, face that fear, whether it's letting go and falling into the arms of the universe, knowing, and falling into your own self-love, and just trust. Ultimately, trust. The opposite of fear is trust. And faith. Faith is trust. Okay. Another card about choosing. Choose your battles. Some battles aren't worth fighting. Sometimes we need to change is what's within us. It's not the other person, it's the way we view the situation that keeps it stuck and keeps us stuck. So make sure that you choose your battles and choose how you're going to react in every given situation. And make sure that when you choose, you're operating in that unconditional love, in your soul truth, in your heart's in your heart and not from your mind. Because your mind, if your heart's healed or healing, and you're operating in unconditional love, you will react right. If you're operating in your mind and your ego, you're going to react in a negative way, which brings negative, right? So react in a way and choose things that you want to come back to you. Okay? So positive. And everything that is unconditional love. I have balance here. Balancing the divine feminine with the divine masculine. Knowing that you both are one soul. What you do to yourself, you do to your divine masculine or feminine. This is why it is so very important to seek and to face your darkest fears, and to choose your battles, and to choose wisely, and to face your shadow side and build things on a firm foundation and move forward positively and face the obstacles and challenges with positivity, together as one soul. You're mirroring everything you do. So let me put it this way. Whatever your intent is to manifest in the universe, you're doing the same thing to your divine masculine or feminine. Because you're mirroring that, and that will come back to you. Just as much as you mirror for growth, and you mirror for or trigger for learning, the intents of your heart and the positivity or the negativity that you put inside this connection or journey will be reflected to your divine masculine or feminine, because they are you. So let this be an eye-opener if you do not already know this. You're affecting another person. You know, I don't say that to put stress upon you. I say that because unconditional love is vital in this journey. And the divine wants us to learn that so that we're not projecting negative onto our divine masculine or feminine, but we're projecting all positive and all uplifting and invitable things that are cherished and good and positive and of light and love and blessings, because that matters. That's who we are. That's our balancing this in ourselves, because both aspects of the divine masculine and feminine are ourselves. We have both within us, each of us. Whether you're a divine masculine or a divine feminine that I'm speaking to right now, you have the divine masculine and a divine feminine inside of you, because you share a soul with your divine masculine or feminine, is what I'm trying to say. So you are, every decision you make affects them. Everything you do is mirrored back to them. So stay balanced and be a blessing, and share unconditional love with your own soul, with yourself. This is yourself, okay? This is yourself. You're sharing unconditional love with yourself. That's why the divine puts so much emphasis on having unconditional love for yourself, because that is what ultimately the goal is to mirror and to come into union with. Okay, clarity of beliefs. This is releasing old patterns and old belief systems to come into clarity of the new. I feel that the divine is shedding light on what is truth within the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Spirit is really bringing clarity to if you're a divine feminine or if you're a divine masculine, into light. You're knowing this now, is what I'm saying. You're seeking out more knowledge on this because you know now who you are and what you are and why you're here. So clarity, if not has already happened, but clarity of belief is coming. So you're not crazy. This journey is true. It's very real. I was raised a certain way myself, Christian, and so when I came into this, I had to understand that I wasn't crazy, that this is true and is real, and Spirit had to continue to work on me with that. I fought it for a long time. Okay, so I know many of you go through the same thing. So the divine is showing you by your heart, by your intuition, through your third eye chakra, and your emotions and every part of your being, that this is true, and synchronicities, that this is indeed your divine journey with your divine masculine or feminine. Okay, next I have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, the divine wants us to love. That's what we're here for. This is for the divine masculines and feminines. Love. Love. God wants us to love. Period. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Let go of the past so you can love. A lot of times we can't move forward into this unconditional love because we're too busy holding resentments and bitterness, and things of the past are coming up, and these fears that keep us bound and locked in this illusions. This is the illusions, okay? This is the truth. This is the truth. Unconditional love and balancing, okay? And building a firm foundation on that. This is the truth. Okay? And how to do that is to forgive and learn more about this journey. Learn more about loving yourself, how to do that, what does that mean, and then walking in that. And expressing that unconditional love. That's what we're here for. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. The divine is making everything new. Okay? This is talking about your divine masculine and feminine. The divine is working on both counterparts right now, and healing emotionally, all the baggage, all the past, all the hurts from the connection, all the misunderstandings from the connection, all the masks, all the hiding, all the resentment, all the illusions. The divine is healing all this, and we need to stay in that forgiveness and learning what the truth is, and allow everything to become new. Okay, let the old go. Stay optimistic that everything is becoming new. Positive thinking, faith, and faith will bring you romance. Stay positive. Okay, when you go to choose your battles, stay positive. Choose them by faith, okay? React in faith. When you go to balance, have faith and optimism and positivity. When you lead, have faith and positivity. When you're building the new foundation, have faith and positivity and optimism. When you're going through these obstacles and challenges, have faith and optimism. Don't let go of that optimism. Keep seeking out that optimism and that positivity from the divine, from the universe, who gives freely. Okay? When you make those choices, make them wisely, by faith and love and optimism. And positively move forward with optimism. Okay. All right. Passion. There's a lot of passion going on now for many, because everything is becoming new. So as you continue to allow this to become new, you let go of the resentments and the past this is going to accelerate, okay, between the divine masculine and feminine. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, okay, as you stay your heart is optimism, or you operate in optimism, you stay positive, you operate in unconditional love as you heal from the past and allow your emotions to come up and feel. This is going to be accelerated as well, because fear is going to be diminished. You can't operate in trust and faith and unconditional love and fear at the same time. You can't do it. And the divine is asking you to let go of the fear and come into this joy and this passion, which is found in unconditional love, faith, and trust. Being your authentic soul truth. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Many of the underlining things that are being healed from the divine masculine and feminine, and which the things that are helping us to love unconditionally are healing things from our childhood, okay, and coming back into this innocence, allowing the divine to make everything new. Okay, allow this to happen and love unconditionally. Deal with things as they come up. Don't suppress them. Okay, unacquitted love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, the divine is saying the reason why there's not enough attraction and chemistry is because you're focused on the wrong thing. Okay, like I was just saying, you can't have unconditional love, faith, and trust, and optimism and positivity if you're walking in fear and negativity and in illusions. You have to let go of this so that you can express this. Okay? This has to die. This has to go. These fears got to go. You got to give these to the divine and grab the unconditional love by forgiveness and learning. Everything will become new. You'll be able to express your love, and this will not be there no more. This will, passion, and it will be accelerated towards union as you both come into this unconditional love. Okay? I'm feeling this strong, guys, so please take these as they resonate, because this is a clear message. I'm going into the middle cards I have here. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. This is a Michael Angel card. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Michael, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Okay, the divine is wanting us to face our soul truth. Okay, like I just described to you, by letting go of those fears and forgiving and coming into this newness, and by learning and staying having optimism and positivity, it's going to ignite your passion again and get rid of this unacquainted love, because you'll have chemistry and joy again from your for your divine masculine or feminine, because you're both operating in this unconditional love. If you're going to be truthful and honest, you'll have trust and faith, and you won't have fear. And then you'll have the ability to express your love, because nothing's holding you back, which will lead to accelerated passion. Okay. So, admit the truth to yourself first, and then to your divine masculine or feminine. Okay? They need to know the truth. They are you. Alright? You share a soul. It's time to be real with this so that you can be happy. The divine wants you happy. The universe wants you happy. This is what this is about, coming into this unconditional love and being able to share that with the world and not fake it with the world. Okay? This is, we turn to innocence. Okay? Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see all of your qualities of pure love and light, and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. So, admitting the truth to ourselves and acting accordingly is being innocent, returning to our innocence. When we do this, we don't have anything to fear. Okay? There's nothing to hide. All there is unconditional love. And with the joy, of love, there's passion and healing and faith and trust. When little kids are born, they're not born with fear. They're taught fear. Okay? We need to unlearn fear by the divine and learn unconditional love again. By innocence. And allowing ourselves to be honest with ourselves what we need to change. And then acting accordingly. Thank you. Okay. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. The universe has your back. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Spirit has given you everything you need to complete this and walk in unconditional love. You have everything you need already. All within you. Already within you. The Spirit is. The universe is. You are. You are your divine feminine or masculine. You are. Everything that you need is within you already. What is happening? Spiritual growth. All I'm talking about is spiritual growth. This is from the divine. Every one of these cards I asked specifically for both the divine, masculine, and feminine. In love, what messages do you want to say? There's spiritual growth happening, and allow it so you can feel emotionally and grow. The Nine of Water. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. This is what the divine wants for the divine masculine and feminine. You can have that now by just accepting the unconditional love and walking in that, choosing that, both divine masculine and feminines, and healing things that come up, and trusting and having faith in the divine instead of staying in your headspace and self-sabotaging the blessings that the divine has for you. Your wish comes true. Justice. Fair and justice decision. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Do what you know is right. In your intuition, within your soul truth. That's what this reading is about. In your decision making, do what you know is right. To your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, feminine, for the divine, for the universe, do what you know is right. What brings faith and love and hope and unconditional love and positive and optimism and joy and passion? Do those things. Five of Water. Things are not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk. Okay, many of you are making excuses as to why you don't want to go forward and self-sabotaging. You're staying in this fear and making excuses too, when the divine has clearly told you by your intuition, by synchronicities, in your heart space, in your intuition. If the divine hasn't, I'm sure he is getting your attention. The universe is. Quit crying over spilt milk. You have everything you need to make your life the way you want it to be. Trust, believe, send out your intentions of positive love, unconditional love, optimism, everything that is full of truth, innocence, passion, healing, forgiveness, learning, love, spiritual growth, balance, and take the lead. Build a firm foundation. Don't cry over spilt milk. Build that firm foundation so that you can come into union and be happy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to read this Journey of Love card. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but here is the card. It's called Self-Intentions, sorry. Okay, let me go ahead and read it, because it's a little bit here. This beautiful card. You are being touched by the wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings of love that are flowing toward you from within you in an unsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own destiny or course, and sometimes if you need to if you are not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet at any moment you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love. Initiation, self-initiation. Okay, sorry. Initiating yourself into love. that you are the being of light, the divine, that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path. Some humble, some wise, some great, some companions of your life's journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. How easy to love. The words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. Wow, it's beautiful. So we have we can choose to love, or we can choose to not love. This is basically, this reading is about choosing to do things the divine's way and not our own. I have a postcard here. It says, celebrate life. Let me read that, and then I'll get to the Rumi. Dearest, wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic, seed pods in a basket, glowing with the infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count, and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Do you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with the miraculous power to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply, and are so happy to support you. It's beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to do the Rumi card. Thank you, Spirit. Divine discontent. Divine discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Rumi. I always cry on these, so hope I don't. I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in the darkest night, when you imagine yourself to be silent cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me. That sacred heart of yours whispers its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something isn't quite right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours, there is also musing and questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of the divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen. I adjure that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing, for the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only slave that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, of perhaps only dimmingly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. It may be a sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart, the heart that is capable of bliss and ecstasy, reverses from the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet, as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakes from the divine. It is an impatience for a caress of a greater lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a whole fever, a sacred rage, and a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing of deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakening heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I am here, still waiting. Excuse me. I can stand this no longer. As devotion grows and passion for my divine intensifies, so too does my yearning, so much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine. Or perhaps you are not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to a smaller god, such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. These smaller gods are not necessarily an issue yet. You have drawn this oracle, so it is guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer. Sometimes that means we will have to merge meals rested from our hands, so we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see the divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, well then something will be done by heaven. So make your relationship sacred. Seek the divine in all things. When you cannot, when the power of lesser gods has you in its grips, acknowledge it, bear witness to it. Do not chastise, instead be truthful. Let your heart break and lie prostrate on the floor, hands clenching and head bowed, as though only your sadness and plight could stir the heart of the divine beloved into descent of your succor and grace, saving you from the life too bland for your exquisite and prim palate. Just don't misinterpret the pain and think that something really is wrong. If you are surrounded by status and money and cannot understand why you should mourn, it is even more important that you allow yourself to do so. Mourning is to be felt. Understanding is not to be relevant. But if you must seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel. You are just awakening from the deepest slumber, and with your awakening heart, you are realizing a truth, a part of you deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful, intelligent than your mind, is lovely for the divine, or is lonely for the divine's embrace. This is right. This is sensible. This is sanity. It is the pain, the real noble pain of the heart that says, there is something more than this inadequacy, this settling for plastic instead of precious gemstones. That must end now. I cannot be fed with pixeled sunsets in animation until my computer screen, upon my computer screen. I yearn to be blasted by so much radiance and beauty, but the real thing that I become superfied. I must witness so much divine splendor that all I can utter is some incoherent grunt. My mind dismantled, my heart ignited by the presence of my beloved. I want to become fumbling, ecstatic wreck in the presence of my beloved. I want to allow the pain, this yearning, this divine discontent to guide me to the holy lover, so my life may never be the same again. And so shall it be. The discontent divine growing within me, growing within you, is the beginning, not the destiny. Its purpose is to lead you into your greatest connection yet with divinity. Do not resist it. Witness it. Do not dismiss it, trying to cover up its smell with rose petals. Let your rank discontent be the pathway to divinity. Look beyond what is, what has been prized and treasured, and is now found to be plated and not the precious gold it once esteemed to be. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on this great holy adventure. I am here, you see, just around the corner. I have you in my sight, though you may not see me yet. I am holding a loaf of fresh bread, hot from the kitchen of the Creator, hoping to entice you with its waffling scent, tempting you to follow me on toward something of far more substance. If you are still stuck on pine-scented air fresheners, imagine it is anything akin to the wild scent of the pine forest, for real. Then how can I tempt you? Let this stretch be the stretch. Then let the fragrance of God, can be discerned, and together we can leave what is less behind once and for all, grabbing like hungry school children for the divine bread with sweet fresh scent filling the air. Rumi. Wow. So this is saying not to settle for any, you're discontent because you've settled for something that isn't of the divine. That meaning that within your divine sacred part of your soul, divine masculines and feminines, personally, as your own unconditional love to yourself, don't settle, and as your partner, don't settle for anything other than your true divine masculine or feminine, because anything less is plastic and not the true gold. It's not the true pine forest. It's only an air freshener. It's not the fresh bread. It's it's not from God's kitchen. It's something that's just other gods appealing for temporary fixes, if you will. Wow. That's powerful. I have 2 more cards here. I know that was pretty long, but I'm going to pick one. Actually, I'm going to do both. Okay. This is the octopus, the wheel. Events may at times seem random, but the wheel of life holds the intellect, structure, and higher working force. Akin to the energies of the turning wheel, the octopus is the master in adapting fluently to the change. With the ability to gracefully move through new challenges, her flexibility is a reminder that acclimate to the ever-changing cycle of life. Octopus will be your guide as you move toward your goals in unexpected ways to achieve your desired results. Go with the flow and release past restrictions. The key to success is adaptability. When you tune into the rhythm of the universe, you'll be the master of your own destiny. Change, possibility, new beginnings, adoption, good fortune, a turning point, and movement. I have one more card and then we're going to end here. This is the Tower, release and revelation. Okay. The chameleon is a shaman of adaptation, seizing the power of cloaking. He changes colors to blend with the shifting surroundings. Life is change, and you have to choose to either accept change or to resist it. But clinging to ideas that no longer work within the structure of your spiritual evolution, the winds of revaluation will force you to go with the flow. The chameleon is here to help you shift the colors of your state of being setting you on the path to your highest truth. Relax. Place trust in yourself and release fears. By attuning yourself to the magic of the chameleon, you become more receptive to the powers around you. Change, sudden shift, release, upheaval, reevaluation, divine intervention, liberation. Wow. Okay. Both of these have to do with changing and letting go of fears. Both of these last cards. And all this whole reading has to do with letting go of your fears, changing from negative to positive, getting out of the mind, getting into the new and your heart and balancing that out, gaining clarity of your beliefs, of who you are, and allowing that growth to happen, who you are as a divine masculine or feminine, and ultimately walking in that unconditional love that makes everything new, in forgiveness, in trust, in faith, which ignites your passion and innocence. Be truthful with yourself, with us, with others, so that you continue to grow and move positively forward into your firm foundation. Okay, I love you guys. I appreciate all of your support, all of the comments, all the views. You guys are amazing. Like I said, I love you guys, and this was a love message I felt to do. If you'd like to purchase a personal reading, look in the description box for that. But I wish you all blessings, love, and light, and have a magical, wonderful weekend. Thank you.